Post-workout, it's very important to have a whole protein. It's also very important to make sure you have sufficient of the amino acids.
Hi, I'm Lee Labrada, and I am here with my friend and colleague, Dr. Dan Gartney, and we are going to be talking today about amino acids, both amino acid complexes and individual amino acids. Dan, you are an accomplished bodybuilder, a medical doctor. You know a lot about nutrition, I know. And so let's talk a little bit about all of these supplements that you're seeing coming out now. Amino acid supplements that have a variety of amino acids, like a complex. You're also seeing branched chain amino acid supplements, and then there's even individual amino acids. And let's talk about some of the uses of those for athletic performance as well.
Right, great. This is very important, and let's just backstep a moment so everybody's on the same page. Amino acids are the little building blocks that make proteins. So if you think about that, the number one guideline you want to have is that you have a sufficient protein base in your diet. Otherwise, any amino acids that you're supplementing are basically replacing what you have not gotten in your diet.
So are you saying that we need to have a good protein supplement or a good protein intake?
A good protein intake, because otherwise the amino acids you're taking for a signaling purpose or for a specific individualized purpose are just going to go into the amino acid pool that your body needs to make proteins. So very important that you have an adequate protein intake before you consider an individual amino acid.
Whole foods, protein shakes, that kind of thing.
Exactly. Now, what people are doing is they're trying to target specific amino acids or amino acid blends for specific times. A good example is either using essential amino acids, which consist of 8 amino acids from our pool of amino acids, or specifically the branched chain amino acids, which are leucine, isoleucine, and valine, to either repair or build muscle post-workout. I'm of two minds there. I always think post-workout it's very important to have a whole protein, but it's also very important to make sure you have sufficient of the amino acids that are very important during that time, because the muscle is about 30-35% branched chain amino acid of the important contractile proteins. So if you have a protein base, for whatever reason, maybe you're weight restricting and you're trying to lose weight and you're keeping your calories down, including your protein calories, you can add the branched chain amino acids to fortify your diet. Now you can take them separate from meals, and that is important if you're doing it for a signaling purpose, because when you take amino acids with the protein, it goes in with that pool.
Right. It becomes, in other words, becomes part of the
meal.
Of the meal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, some people will take amino acids, tryptophan, to help with sleep. They'll take it before they go to sleep. You can take that with a small carbohydrate content. It works fine. Some people will take tyrosine to help with alertness. And you don't want to take that with a meal because it will divert into the tissues instead of into the brain.
Right. It goes into the pool instead of actually doing the signaling, as you said. Now, I had heard that tyrosine was somewhere in the chemical chain. What is it, epinephrine or norepinephrine?
It's a precursor. It's to a couple different neurotransmitters, dopamine and noradrenaline or norepinephrine, which is the same thing. And those are tension or stimulating neurotransmitters.
So tyrosine can actually get us excited without, say, resorting to stimulants like caffeine and stuff.
It will provide the building blocks to allow you to be excited.
Okay.
And what's important for that is if somebody who's been going through mentally exhaustive or physically exhaustive, they'll wear out their stores a little bit. So you're replenishing
so it's good
something
to replenish.
The more exciting research though for the athlete is in leucine. And leucine, again, can be part of a branched chain amino acid, or you can get leucine separately. What they're finding is that leucine does have a signaling effect by itself, and it's being used by the muscle tissue as a signal that there's high-quality nutrients available for the muscle to build, and that's generating muscle protein synthesis, which is the goal of exercising for muscle hypertrophy.
So can you look at leucine almost as the active ingredient in branched chain amino acids?
It is the active ingredient in branched chain amino acids, and you can almost look at it as a dietary hormone for the muscle.
It's very, very interesting, these amino acids and the specific effects that they have.
They're fascinating.
I'm Lee Labrada, and I'm with Dr. Dan Gartney. If you want more information on training, nutrition, and motivation, be sure to visit our website at www.labrada.com.